All right, I will say good morning. Let us begin. So we're just going to spend a few moments this morning on Tzidkas Hatzaddik, as Baruch Hashem, we have a lot to do in the daf, but we can't let a day go by. Let me just make sure, gee, that I'm on here. Sorry. Yeah. Let me just make sure that we don't let a day go by without learning some of the Rebbe's beautiful Torah. So we began yesterday, Os Nun. So in Os Nun, what did I, good, okay. So in Os Nun, so the Rebbe spoke about the pasuk from Yeshaya, where Hakadosh Baruch Hu says, "Ani Hashem bi'ita achishena." I am Hashem. Now remember, bi'ita achishena, the Rebbe understood to really refer to two models or two parts of salvation. There's bi'ita salvation and achishena salvation. So yesterday we began to discuss the concept of ita. So remember, the Rebbe was discussing this concept both on the level of national salvation and personal salvation. So bi'ita means HaKadosh Baruch Hu will bring Mashiach ultimately again at a particular time. Whether we deserve it or don't deserve it, there's a time when Mashiach will come in Meretz Hashem, and that's when the Ribono Shel Olam will go ahead and bring him. But then there's also the ability and opportunity for Achishana to expedite the arrival of Mashiach by going ahead and engaging in mitzvahs, ma'asim tovim, by somehow earning an expedited process. The Rebbe then discusses the idea that on personal salvation, it's true as well. Because Baruch Hu sometimes provides me a personal salvation when bi'ita, when I need it. What does it mean when I need it? There are times in life when I recognize I'm missing something. I recognize there's something that's missing. And the Rebbe gave examples: parnasa, children, marriage, health, whatever it might be. I realize there's something that's missing in my life. There's a crisis, and I ask for HaKadosh Baruch Hu's assistance in remedying that crisis. That's be'ita. So I realized that there's something lacking, and I ask for HaKadosh Baruch Hu's assistance in providing me with that which is lacking. But now the Rebbe says something amazing. But he says there's another category of achishana. What's achishana? So if you look at the last paragraph on page Kuf Yotes in the Urei Chasidus, he says, "Va'ofen sheni shel ha'geula shekishu omer Hashem yisparach achishana amaher va'achish es hayishua va'aviena lifnei zmano hamiyuad misparish lefizeh shahainu kimo shene emar terem yikru'u va'ani ene lemalos she'elos levavam ad shelo yikru lehispalel bepeh." So says the Rebbe, then there's another type of salvation. And I will say, remember again, these two models apply on a national level and on a personal level, where HaKadosh Baruch Hu provides me with Geula even before I realize I need something. Even before I realize that there's a need. Even before I realize that there's something lacking. Even before I realize that there's something deficient, HaKadosh Baruch Hu already has provided me with that which I require. Which I will say, think about this in just a moment. So and achishana means expedited. Expedited, I didn't even realize that there was something missing. I didn't realize that there was something lacking. I didn't even realize yet that I needed something. But yet HaKadosh Baruch Hu has already provided it for me. He says, Hainu, she'HaKadosh Baruch Hu maktim b'miyuchadas ha'refuah la'adam od lifnei sheba alav hamaka. This is to borrow a different phrase that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has provided the refuah, has already provided the healing or the salvation even before the injury, before the sickness. Maybe it's yeshuaso refuaso od beterem sheyargish es chesrono umakaso. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings the Yeshua, He brings the salvation, He brings the refuah, even before I recognize that there was something wrong. So therefore I will say, if you think about it, it's a really incredible construct. So I think we're all familiar with it in the realm of Messianic redemption. So the realm of Messianic redemption, Mashiach comes in two ways. Be'ita, in its time, and in its time means we know, the Yom Chazal tell us that whether we deserve it or not, there's a certain, we'll call it, hard stop, so to speak. There's a certain time by which Chalish Baruch Hu is going to bring Mashiach, whether we're deserving of it or not, because that's the way the world is programmed. But that's not what we rely on. Instead, what we try to focus on is the achishena, the ability somehow to expedite, the ability to do something within our power to move the time frame forward, to go ahead and deserve Mashiach even earlier on a personal level. Kadosh Baruch Hu provides us with a personal salvation. You know, Mesh and I were speaking about this yesterday after davening. What the Rebbe is also doing, I will say, is speaking about the concept of personal salvation in a different way. When we speak about the idea of personal salvation, often what we're focused on is, I'm in a crisis. I'm in a crisis. I'm in trouble. Personal salvation is where I'm extricated from that trouble. What the Rebbe is saying is that's not true. Personalistic salvation really refers to any situation of need in life. So a person's not yet married, finding a spouse is salvation. A person doesn't yet have children, having children, salvation. Having parnasa, salvation. All these different things in life that we term as different needs are really salvational aspects of life. And when HaKadosh Baruch Hu provides that salvation, He provides that to us in one of two ways. There's be'ita, and a moment where I recognize I need something. I need, the recognition of the need is there. I need something. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu then hopefully provides that. Or achishena. Achishena, expedited personalistic salvation, where HaKadosh Baruch Hu provides me what I need before what? Before what? Before I ever knew that I needed it, or before I ever realized that I was missing it. I never even knew that there was something missing. I never even knew that this bracha was necessary before I even had a chance to articulate a request, before I even had a chance to feel, the aching void of something that was lacking. HaKadosh Baruch Hu already gave it to me. Two different daggers, and I will say, when you begin to look at your life through this lens, it's actually quite dramatic, because I think we will find that we have a lot of brachas from the achishena perspective as well. A lot of things that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us that we have, and we haven't even asked for. We have not even, things that things that are necessary, and I never per se asked for it for one simple reason. I didn't have to ask for it. Why not? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave it to me before I asked for it. Now it's true, there may be a lot of things that I need that I'm currently asking for as well. But it's an interesting thing, an interesting exercise to take inventory in your life and to try to look at the beautiful salvational blessings you have that you never even had to ask for, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu just delivered to me. Those are the achishena brachas. So we'll stop over here for today. We'll pick up in Meretz Hashem with the rest of Osnun. We'll finish Osnun in Meretz Hashem tomorrow and really kind of round out this construct in the stream of Hatzaddik. Shkoyach.